I want to welcome you here today as we study Woodpro's designer catalog and products. My name is Laura Knoll, Vice President of Marketing at Woodpro Cabinetry. Before we begin, make sure you have the designer catalog as well as the premier catalog on hand, and let's begin. The 2009 Woodpro designer catalog has been developed to simplify the ordering of multi-piece sets. Examples of sets are the 3-piece 66-inch through 96-inch vanity and dresser vanity models, 2- and 3-piece break front cabinets, and multi-piece sets with a linen cabinet or counter wall cabinet added to the vanities above. You may be asking yourself, how does ordering change? Instead of ordering 3 pieces for a dresser, vanity, or break front cabinet, you will be able to order one item referred to as a set. How does this compare to the old way? In the past, a 72-inch one-bowl vanity, as shown at the right, was comprised of 3 cabinets: the left drawer stack, the center sink base, and the right drawer stack. With the new sets, we can order one model for the 72-inch one-bowl vanity, and that model in this case would be a 1A72211. You may ask, how will my order confirmation change? Woodpro order confirmations and invoices will show the set item, and then will show an indented list of the units that make up that particular set. We will now break down how to order multi-piece sets. If you will, turn to page 5 of the Woodpro Designer Catalog and we'll work through some examples. The first step is to select your set model. One way to do this is to refer to pages 6 through 27 and review the drawing models on those pages. Another way to select your set model is to turn to page 3. At the bottom half of your page, you will find a pictorial table of contents to help you select your set model using drawings. In this case, we're going to choose the set model with a 3-piece vanity and 2 counter wall cabinets. On page 3, we will find the set of pages with the correct width and select our set model using drawings and references. For our example, we will use a 66-inch set in the Gentry collection found on page 10. At the top of page 10, the heading says Vanity Sets in 66-inch width. Above that heading shows which collections these models are available in: Ashford, Gentry, Lambier, and Valencia. The set we're using as our example is a 66-inch one-bowl vanity model with counter wall cabinets. To find this model, we'll choose the drawing, which is set 7. Now let's find set 7 in the price table on the same page. As we continue to select our set model, we will reference the Gentry collection columns on this page. The model number for set 7 in Gentry collection is 1C66211. Remember always to check the notes column for the set. For this particular set, there's note record 1, which at the bottom of the table reads, Lawton, Old Town, and Villa door styles are not available in any paint with glaze, burgundy, or burgundy with glaze wood colors because the pegs do not show. In the case of our example, this does not apply. On the inside back cover of Woodpro's Premier catalog, there is an order form which we will be using for our example. Here we will write the set model number on the order form under model number. Our set model has a standard depth of 21 inches. However, if you would like an 18-inch depth set model, you can change that model in positions 5 and 6 to 18. The numbers 2-1 would be changed to 1-8, with the total model being 1C66181. Step 2 on how to order is to choose your collection and its code. In our example, we have pre-chosen the Gentry collection. However, for more information on Woodpro's collections, you may see pages 3 through 16 of the Premier catalog, other literature and training webinars or training videos such as this one. We are now back on page 10 with our set model 7, and we're looking at the top heading for the Gentry collection. There's actually 4 columns there, and the heading at the top of it says Gentry G, G being the collection code. Now back on our order form, we will place code G for Gentry for the collection code. Step 3 on how to order is to choose your door style code. Again, for more information about collections and their standard features, you can see pages 3 through 16 of the Premier catalog. Also, at the beginning of the Designer catalog on page 3, you will find some information about door style availability by collection. Again, on page 10, we will reference the Gentry collection columns, and we will select the door style. In our example, we will use the Edgewood door style code E. And again, we will place that door style code E on our order form. The How to Order Step 4 is to choose your wood choice and color code. In our example, we will choose cherry wood in the glazed color of sable black. If you turn to the Premier catalog, the very back flap, there are a listing of primary wood colors on one side and secondary wood colors on the other. Each listing has the name of the wood and the color, as well as any additional add-on costs by collection type or series for that particular color. On the primary wood color page, we will find the color we are using for our example, cherry wood in sable with black glaze color. Now this color has an add-on percent of 15% for Premier collections. You will also notice that for Royale collections, that add-on percent is 17% and Classic 20%. The wood code is stated here, where C is for cherry and SB is for sable with black glaze. We can now add the wood and color code choices on our order form, C for wood code and SB for sable with black glaze. This completes the first 4 steps in ordering a model. We have the model number, the collection code, the door style code, the wood code, and the color code. Although we will not be using this in our example, there are personal design options available for sets and for individual cabinets on pages 78 through 83 in the Designer catalog. The How to Order Step 5 is to price the cabinet set. We'll go back to page 10 where we've started with set 7, and we're looking at the Gentry collection columns. We chose the Edgewood door style, so there's 2 columns for both Edgewood and Fairfax door styles. There's a maple price column and a cherry price column. We'll be using the cherry price column, and we will work that down to where our model number is, and the list price for our set model is $7,038. Going back to our order form, we'll put the base list price in column A. As you recall, we have an add-on percent of 15% in column B. C is a combination of B plus 100%, and that calculation is 115%. And D column is a calculation of column A times column C. So you take $7,038 and you multiply it by 115%, or if you prefer, you can use the multiplier of 1.15, and thereby you get your calculation of $8,093.70. This completes the 5 steps on how to order a designer set from Woodpro. We'll now move on to another example. Going back to page 5 in the Designer catalog, let's look at example question 2. How do I order a set in 18-inch depth? We briefly discussed this before, but let's look at it a little closer. In this example, the model number is 1C66211, in which case we're wanting to replace the 21 in positions 5 and 6 of the set model with an 18 representing the 18-inch depth. The list price is the same, and as in our previous example, the set model number changes to 1C66181.